Go. Come on. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Even you have to smile on that one.
Back again on one of the biggest LeBron James hater channels on YouTube, Franchise Sports TV. Back again with another video. Now, before I get into one of these games last night, I posted in the community section, right, a poll asking what type of content do you guys want to see in the future, because we can't just sit here and talk about that balding bastard in LA all the time. No, eventually that gets boring. And some of you came up with suggestions on what I should talk about next in the coming days. Some of you guys wanted me to talk about this whole gambling scandal within the NBA. I got something creative about that, but I'm waiting for more details to come out before I just go out there. I know everybody came out with their video in the last 24 hours about this, but I'm gonna wait and sit back, because I'm gonna tie this all in with some other stuff. And then you guys suggested that I should talk about a situation that's going on with the San Antonio Spurs regarding their home, the Frost Bank Center or Frost Center down in San Antonio. So some of you guys want me to talk about some of the histories, arenas, and history of gambling. So we're all gonna get to that very soon and very soon. Because once again, at night, trying to burn myself out with all this too, trying to follow all the NBA. So I'm gonna eventually get to it, get those videos out by the weekend. So there you have it. Now, last night, the OKC Thunder went to Indiana for a rematch against the Indiana Pacers, a finals rematch. As we all know, pretty much OKC is the same team. Now, Jalen Williams is still not playing due to a wrist injury that he suffered actually last season. Got surgery on it after the season, still recovering from it. But we also all know that the Bucks' rival and the Indiana Pacers have been pretty much, I wouldn't say depleted, but somewhat depleted. We know Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles, ruptured his Achilles, in the Game 7 of the Finals. We know Miles Turner jumped ship and went to my Milwaukee Bucks. And also TJ McConnell for the whole season, I think, as well. But this team is still, despite losing 3 people over the course of the last few months, this team is still competitive. And they were so competitive that they took the OKC Thunder, the defending champs, to another, for OKC is another double overtime they would have to experience. Right? Right. And a final score of 141 to 135. So far this season, I've seen some high scoring games. I thought the end of last season, I thought we got rid of that. I'm starting to see a lot of high scoring games. The other game last night was an overtime game too, high scoring. But anyways, let's see here. So Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander scored a career high 55 points as the OKC Thunder won their second straight game in a double overtime game to begin the season, beating the Indiana Pacers 141 to 135 on Thursday night. The reigning MVP reached 50 for the 5th time, tying Russell Westbrook for the most by a Thunder player. AJ Mitchell added a career-best 26 points for OKC, which outlasted Houston on Tuesday night in the season over. I don't know, where did AJ Mitchell fellow came from? Gilgeous-Alexander fueled the decisive flurry to open the second overtime. The officials also granted a late timeout to the OKC when it appeared Obi Toppin had stolen an inbound pass underneath the Thunder basket. Shai was 15 of 31 from the floor, 23 to 26 from the free throw line, while adding, hey, went to the line 26 times, while adding 8 rebounds, 8 assists. Aaron Wiggins finished 22 points and 9 rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein grabbed 14. Now, like I say, Indiana had lost 3 players. TJ McConnell is injured. No, Tyler Harper is a torn Achilles. And Miles Turner went to Milwaukee. But Benedict Mathurin, I'm about to call him Benedict Arnold. Benedict Mathurin actually, 36 points and 11 rebounds for the Pacers. Before he fouled out in the first overtime, because he is a fouler. Pascal Siakam, who I actually ran into in Vegas over the summer. At the Encore. Yes, I did. Had 32 points, 15 rebounds for Indiana, which is without two-time All-Star, like I said, Tyrese Halliburton, TJ McConnell. And actually, they ended up losing Andrew Nembhard with a short left shoulder in the first half. Yet the Pacers still had enough scoring punch to stay close. Yes, they did. Neither team led by more than 7 points and marred by 7 fouls called on players, 70 fouls called on players, and a technical foul called on Indiana coach Rick Carlisle. The Pacers hung around their Eastern Conference champion banner before a Gainbridge Fieldhouse opened, and the Pacers honored the matriarch of the franchise, the late Nancy Leonard, before the national anthem was played. Leonard helped save the team with a telethon in 1977. She passed away in September at age 93. So like I said, like the article said, Pacers are still competitive despite losing 3 players before this game and another one in third this game. OKC remains defeated as the Indiana Pacers lose their season and home opener as well. Outside of Hartenstein and AJ Mitchell and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Wiggins, Chet Holmgren did not have the same production he had in the first game against Houston. He went 4 for 12, 0 for 6 from 3, but he didn't manage to have 15 points to grab 12 rebounds. Lou Dort had 7. The other Jalen Williams, 5 points off the bench. They didn't get really too much off the bench except for AJ Mitchell. Shot 45% from the field and 28% from 3 and grabbed 60 rebounds. As for the Indiana Pacers, Nembhard only played 17 minutes, went out with a sore shoulder, tongue twister. I wonder what happened to him. There's too many. It's Nembhard, Naismith, Mathurin. Too many dudes, weird names on here. But anyways, Nembhard is the point guard. Naismith is the dude with the dreads. That's right. Naismith had 5 points and 27, 2 for 7. And Mathurin, like I say, he led all scores for 36. Toppin came out the bench for 20. Walker with 13. Ben Shepherd was the other point guard they got. Light-skinned point guard they got with 15 points, 5 for 11 in 39 minutes. They shot 43% from the field, 30% from 3. And it was out rebounded by 5. Well, I don't think not the Thunder. The Indiana Pacers was going to lay down, especially for this game. Against the team they lost to in 7 games. In the finals. There was no way that was going to happen. But OKC need Jalen Williams very soon. Because Shai can't do it all by himself. Not to say that this AJ Mitchell kid his producer, show his check. But in order for OKC to look like the same OKC they was last season, yeah, they do need Jalen Williams because he helps so much in transition and on defense. But anyways, another thriller for the OKC Thunder as they come on top. And the next game is against the new look Atlanta Hawks. See how Atlanta Hawks do. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.